Hey, yo. I'm sorry that we late, but we always try and get it right before we present something to y'all. It is Remy Please speaking to you right now, and this is the Flight Room Podcast. I'm with P Shack, PS5.
What up?
I'm with Hey Al. Say Al. How you doing, Al?
Hungry.
Always crushing.
What's happening?
Always crushing. Yeah, we got a couple more fellas filling in. First of all, if y'all join us tonight, I want you to like and then subscribe. Like and subscribe. Share the video. Tell a friend. Do all that. Yeah, it's going to be right here under the description, right there. But yeah, this is kind of been an interesting couple of days. We really ain't have too much buzzing up as far as topics, but today more than everything, this whole gas situation. Do you think we should be taking this shit serious? Is this something to be scared about? Should we be tiptoeing through this? Is this a ploy to round up the people? What are your thoughts on this? And first of all, this is like cyber attacks, like Shaq. Like
it's a cyber attack. So they hacked into the pipeline.
But what does that actually mean though? Because I'm kind of lost on that shit.
So you know how everything operates digitally now, right? So you can actually shut down. You can shut down a pipeline that's servicing a specific city or state. And so, like, a lot of the oil and gas or whatever comes from a hub. And so if you shut down one of the pipelines, it does affect multiple gas stations. But this is my thing. I think that one pipeline being hacked should not affect as many states that it's affecting right now. And I think that the gas companies are shutting down because they don't know how to evaluate how much to charge people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they're going to lose money, they want us to pay more. And I don't think that they've estimated the exact amount that they want people to pay. You know what I mean? Because they can distribute it differently. It's just, I don't think their contingency plan is is up to par, bro. Like, it's that simple. Like, if you know that it's hackable, why wouldn't you have a contingency plan? And that's where I think it is. Like, I strongly think that in a week, maybe even less, maybe a week at most, a week and a half, them gas prices is going to escalate like crazy. But it's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we have control over it. It's almost like we're beholden to whatever the fuck the companies, you know what I'm saying? Like, what they do.
Yeah.
And that's what I hate about it.
Big business. They always try and fuck us over. But it's like, why are we at fault for their mishap? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, this is supposed to be your job. Like, if Target right now had, like, after like holiday season, somebody hit up all the credit cards and shit, they gonna send out, a memo. Okay, we got this. We got a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, who y'all paying? Y'all getting like a large share of the U.S. economy. Like, what do y'all have in place to combat this? This don't really make too much. I mean, they're giving us a reason why it happened, but they're not taking full responsibility for the shit. Like, where's my bad? Where's I'm gonna get on this shit? Because this shit, bro.
Like,
I don't know. It's kind of fishy.
And like you said, it could be multiple things that actually leading up to why it happened. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just
They
looking
got
at
people acting crazy, man.
this.
What's she gonna do with that shoe? This is like on. This should be on like 1,000 Ways to Die right here.
No, did you see the one where the lady had little
A
like
trash bag.
the trash bag that she was
Good
putting in there?
grief, yeah. I
Bruh.
mean, yeah, that's like, stupid people kind of like kill themselves off. So that guy,
Damn.
I had like, that theory a while ago. Like, you know what I mean?
God.
Just let them do that shit.
But
Yeah, they said,
if you think about it, it does sound like it could potentially be a inside job too. Like how the fuck you gonna have access to a state to state pipeline? You know what I mean? Like that shit. That's some like inside type shit.
but would this be a problem though? Because like I know, like in recent years, like we start, creating our own. This is why like gas prices dropped. You like within the last. Because remember how OC gas prices used to be.
Yeah.
So is this like I don't know? Is this like another like reason to like they like kind of like try and put like a stronghold on our shit? Because we used to be getting our shit from the Middle East allegedly, or like Venezuela allegedly, and then we start making our own gas. So is this like I don't know, like a reshift of power? I don't know.
Could be. It could be. What you thinking, Al?
Man, I don't know much about this situation. Of course, I've seen that there's the cyber attack on the gas station or on the pipeline, but I'm just confused. Like, is there a monopoly with the gas line? I mean, with the pipeline for it to be like impacted, and you know what I'm saying, for it to be one pipeline, and then all of a sudden, like like you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it seem like there's multiple avenues? Like, is there?
Right.
Am I tripping?
Yeah. This looked like it's like one or two. I don't know. Or like even like the green shit. I don't know. This is kind of new to me, but the little bit of digging that I did before the show, it looked like there was multiple instances at the same time, which makes it look even more fishy. And yeah, this is Charles or Carl, whatever, some German name, Schwab. And he's like the head of like the World Economic Forum, also known as Davos, the Davos group. You already know Davos is also in Westworld if you watch that super corrupt group. But yeah, the pipeline, this main pipeline, we're talking about Colonial Pipeline closed, and then another jump was shut down for EPA violations, and another one was shut down. The third one was shut down by the governor of Michigan for no apparent reason. But yeah, so obviously this, I don't know. Is this deliberate? Is it deliberate? Is this a planned thing? Are they trying to shut shit down before the summer? I know like a couple weeks ago, I was seeing shit on the news saying it was going to be a shortage before the summer. So I don't know. Is this planned? Are they trying to ground people?
Hey,
Are they trying to kill the economy?
I saw a post today that had me laughing like shit because it said the same thing you just said. It said the U.S. said we're open, and then it was like, nah.
The government said it closed.
The gas station said, nah, y'all not gonna be open yet. Something like that. It was like the gas station said it was a shortage. Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's happening, P?
What's up,
P? Hey, what's good, man?
How the gas out in Mount High? I'm not talking about that type of gas, but how the gas in Mount High?
It's still $3. It's $3 strong. But I did see that gas shortage, man. I thought that was kind of crazy. It's just the time and everything too. Right before the summer starts.
Yeah. Right, no travel.
Yep, everything opening back up. But
how's that
you don't even think about that. Like, how you gonna gas up them planes and stuff?
Or like Amazon or food and shit like that. Like, is that
just everything? Just everything.
And then I was also reading, I also was reading like the whole trucking workforce. They're also been taking like a step back.
Yeah. You think they're trying to like make everything go electric or something?
I don't know.
Well,
like why would they? Wow, I don't know why they would short all the gas. That's like that's probably like one of the main hubs of making money.
Maybe here. I don't know. Elon was just on SNL. Maybe it's all coincided.
Sure was.
So I don't know.
Them stocks were going up and down. They probably trying to go electric or something. It gotta be something.
Well,
that's crazy.
Every time there's a presidency shift, there's a big economic, you know what I'm saying, upscale, no matter what it is. Like, so I think this might be that. Like, I know y'all remember when the gas was like almost up to four something.
Oh yeah.
With Bush, and then it came back down.
Yep. So
and then it came even back down with Obama, and then Trump brought that shit way down. So
yeah.
One thing I'm gonna mention though, if anybody want to capitalize off of that, look up the stocks for oil and gas, because when you get in now and that shit skyrocket, you gonna be getting paid.
What they got on Coinbase?
They got it on Coinbase. They got it on Robinhood. They got a couple of oil and gas lines and all of that shit that you can bet on. You can bet on the bull market. So
but one of the big, I mean, I know it was talks before Biden got elected. One of the things was for the stocks was that if Biden got elected, to watch out for all those energy stocks too. And so this could be, especially that whole switch and like how we rely so much on gas, and then like if you were to switch it over to energy, where might be a good thing to look into too. But I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on TV.
See, that's the fucked up thing about it. I know y'all feel the same way. I hate that, they're able to control, you know what I'm saying, your transportation, like fuck up your whole transportation. Because if you think about it, I heard somebody say, well, I'll just take Uber. But if you think about it, they going to adjust their prices too. Like that shit don't.
Yeah, crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
DoorDash, all that shit.
Just because you take Uber, that shit gonna be like $50 a trip, nigga.
Yep, something stupid.
So yeah, it's like
just how they scaring people into that shit too. Just everybody just panicking, running to gas stations, buying all that shit up. Like I don't know.
Niggas that ain't even going no place. Niggas that ain't even going no places. Just running to the gas station and burning it up.
They're just filling up everything. And that's what I mean.
They saying by 2035, California is only going to allow electric vehicles. So maybe this is a push. And this was last year.
Yeah, and that's where Tesla's heavy in Cali.
Yeah.
That's where
Texas,
right?
Texas too. He just moved this shit to Texas. Like all the his company and all that.
And I should start in Texas. You think he finessed that?
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, Texas is probably one of the biggest markets too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a huge state.
And he sold sold all his property in California too.
Yep, he sure did. And then Rogan followed him. Yeah, that's interesting.
And you know them niggas with money be talking.
This is in Manassas,
all
locally. I should
say
out. We out.
Yeah, I got no diesel though. No, we out.
We out.
There's nothing.
Hey, remember I was talking about that Illuminati card game? How we predicting the future? Guess what one of the cards was?
Gas? Yeah, right. New World Order too.
Yeah, and this these jumps was made in 1994. All these cards.
Reduced power, resistance, green groups.
These are the same people. These are the same people that did that do the Simpson episodes too.
Yeah, I got a whole show lined up for that if y'all want to talk about that. But yeah, it's a green group. You know, what's the whole like AOC be pushing the whole green bill? Yeah,
new green bill.
That should be. I don't know.
Wow,
kind of a drag.
And how do they just predict it so many years ahead like that?
No, maybe it's a layout. Maybe it's a blueprint. Maybe you gotta be that. You gotta be that meticulous to carry this shit out.
Hey, don't forget, history always repeats itself too, though.
Yeah,
we ain't some of the. You gotta see some of them cars. They got like faces to match.
Wow.
True.
From Biden,
just like the pandemic shit. Like, you know, somebody can think they, estimate a fucking year in the future. Like, oh, by 2035, it's gonna be another fucking pandemic. Yeah, probably.
Right. And that election shit will probably happen way before then.
Yeah.
With shit like this, you can push that agenda even like, and that's what I mean. They just like throw out little hints just to see how far they can go with that shit. Just push the agenda that much further.
But I think Remy hit on something too, because like if you steady saying, this is a possibility or what, putting it into the system, and then you can kind of control it yourself too, then it's almost like you predicting it, but you causing it too. That's just scary. Like
that's what the whole coronavirus shit was.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah,
you present the problem and then you provide the solution.
Yeah,
the same thing with Microsoft. you give them a bullshit computer and then you present them with the virus protection.
Exactly.
Speaking of virus protection, did you also see, like, this is not the first of or even the last of cyber attacks locally? A Russian cyber network hacked the DC police system and is holding this shit ransom. They're demanding $4 million, or they're going to expose, all their confidential info on
Damn.
Yeah, this is the 11th, May 11th.
Oh, okay. Why only 4 million?
Right. And then, but that's the thing. They said they lowballed them too when they made a counter offer. It's like, you know what? We might just dump this off on y'all.
That's what I mean. That's why you gotta go high first. Like, if you ask me for 4, they gonna try to get you like a quarter mil.
DC probably spent that shit.
Yeah, they probably not even gonna really give it up. They probably don't believe it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine all the officers, addresses and like,
man, the
dark locations, and that's crazy.
I remember I seen like I think it was like Vice News or even like on the Vice channel. They said like a lot of this, like, boots on the ground type of warfare is not even it no more. It'd be cyber warfare.
Yeah.
So
that's what it's turning into.
And that's what, like, always, like, these school programs now is kind of gearing towards that shit. Crazy times we live in. But yeah,
gorillas.
I wish I had it, like, but that's the thing. Like, are you going to like carry like a team moving forward? Like, you as an individual, wouldn't it be like more lucrative to like groom people to be like a cyber hacker or a cyber defense team? Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. If I went back to school, I would do that, like cybersecurity or some shit.
Or even like if you just had like a small business, like you probably want something like that. Even a team. Or is that like a thing? Am I lost? Is that like a thing? Like if you're like a small business, don't you like hire somebody to like protect your shit?
Yeah, you could contract them out. Yep. The government actually does that right now. Government contracts.
Well, I don't trust them to do it. They fumbling the bag right now.
Yeah, but you gotta have a whole criteria and requirements like the secret clearances and all that shit. But you're right. But this is the thing, and we talked about this. I think like shit, maybe single episodes, single numbers, but
Uh-oh. You all right, Shaq? Whoa. Well,
they always behind the curve. The cybersecurity.
They always find out what you talking about. When the government find out what you talking about, them niggas froze your shit up. Yeah.
Sure did.
Well, yeah, the hackers are always like one step ahead because that's what they do. They do pause, but they do penetration testing. So like they actually they test to see if they can get into your network. They test, and then when they finally get in, they're like, "Oh shit, I found the fucking code," and they pass it to all of their friends. So it's like the cybersecurity people are like, "God damn, they found the loophole. Now we got to learn how to prevent that." And then it's just like it's never ending, bro. Like hackers are gonna have jobs forever. Like,
I remember that movie back in the day, Hackers, with Angelina Jolie when she was like a teenager.
Yeah. That movie was like the 90s too. That was a 90s movie.
Yep.
That shit was tight. I need to watch that again, probably.
Or even like Swordfish. That was like hacking.
Yeah, it was.
Swordfish was good too.
Mm-hmm. That was like the first of that shit. I don't really got no movies like that now.
What was the last type of like hacking movie? Damn, I can't even think of one.
Me don't
I
know.
can't even really. Yeah.
All right, but
it's not even really hacking movies out like that.
But speaking about technology and shit, right? I think we kind of like previewed this question before, but you know what I'm saying? If you could live forever, you could take like a little elixir, a potion or something, download your being into something else. Would you want to live forever?
I don't know. I thought about that. Like only thing about that is, man, just being by yourself, experiencing all this shit. Like I don't know if I want to be eternal. Like just taking all this in. I may have to get like a vampire wife or something.
What?
Can't go through this alone. I don't know, man. Because I do want to see like what the future is. And I would want to see like, you know how like people are reincarnated. I want to see like how my people come back. I'll be thinking about shit like that too. So I don't know. I'm 50-50. I just wouldn't want to do it alone.
I'm gonna say nah, cause just because I've seen, I don't know, maybe I'm completely off base with this, but I remember like Hancock, and I remember the movie. Was it the movie, the most recent movie like that was similar to this, the Odd Guard, the Old Guard, or something like that that was on Netflix. But like literally, you're going through different centuries and going through different times, and you're experiencing like tragic loss, and you just continuously experience. You have to experience tragic loss, and then like you just like it's never ending. Like I know you see, I know you always going to see the good and the bad, but you like literally are always like remembering tragic loss. Like you're waking up in cold sweats because of old dreams and old, or not even dreams, old realities, and like literally just living through those experiences all over again. But then I also think like just being humans, having the ability to live forever, we will also take shit from so much more shit for granted. Like right now, I think like people are even still take life for granted sometimes. But like if you knew you could live forever, just imagine how much shit you would take for granted, like the time in the day and everything like that. So, me personally, I think I'm not going to take it.
All right, but what if you could live forever, but minus like just every day like get hit by a bus or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not invincible, but you can live forever. What about that? You still gotta take care of yourself, but you can live forever.
But then you still get like super old and
you get lethargic and fatigue and bones hurting and shit.
See, y'all trying.
I would
pick apart.
If I could determine the parameters and everything, I might consider it. But this is the thing, right? Earth is not the goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? After you experience everything on Earth, what is there? Like, this shouldn't be the end goal. So I would say if I could stay at a certain age until I'm done here on Earth, until I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, maybe 400 years, 500 years, until I say to myself, all right, I did what I needed to do. I'm ready. If I could set those parameters, I'll be fine with it. I can't stay on. I would go crazy staying on Earth forever.
No, but that's why them crazy ass movies be happening. The niggas be internal and they're looking for the portal to go to the next dimension because they've been here for 500 years and all that shit.
What's that movie, Highlander? I mean, the series Highlander.
Shit, Highlander. I think that new Mummy was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Invincible.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you watch that
Huh?
You watch?
You talking about with Bruce Willis?
I haven't seen the cartoon joint. No, I haven't seen it. That's what I need to. But it's true. They always searching for something. Like they always like God,
Yeah,
like
the Beyond.
And then the one like decade that they loved, like that shit. They always trying to match that. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Or the one love that they had, and they passed like 1,000 years ago or something.
and it's crazy. You say the experience after you die, like that next dimension or whatever, and then they're always connected to loved ones that's already there. So they're like chasing that element of the shit too, like trying to reach that maximum level or whatever, like just to be there for that moment. That's why I said that lonely shit. I know Alex said Hancock, but
she was lonely because he was gone for a minute.
All them little
it's crazy because Charlize Theron was in both of them jumps. That he said Hancock and the other one, the old guard. She was in both of them jumps. But go ahead.
She was. That's crazy.
Yeah, she got a good catalog. She's been doing a lot of action lately too. But yeah, no, that's all I have to say about that. That was a tough one.
I wouldn't want to live forever, but I would like to, extend my life to see, how far we can get as far as like, I don't know, society, technology, because I feel like when we reach a certain point, it's like a reset button. Like you see all the time. Well, you don't see all the time because we really don't know like history for real, how it's supposed to be told. But I feel like civilization reached to like a certain plateau and then kind of hits like a reset button. I don't know if it's the people that make it reset, or a high power make a reset, or natural disaster make a reset. But I want to see, you know what I'm saying? I want to see why it resets like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm about too. Like some extended life, like living to like 130, stuff like that.
Nah, I'm thinking like 5. I'm thinking cool
500.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
about to see a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, some biblical types, age, but yeah, I don't see what's wrong with that.
And the thing is, you still gotta be like teaching within that though. Within those years, you gotta be passing on the knowledge some type of way though. I feel like that would be my way to give back, like being like a professor or some like random shit, within my lifespan, just teaching people.
Yeah, because
about
who really know like. At the end of their 60, if you're blessed, or at the end of your 80, if you're blessed, you've been working all your life. Like, who really get to know, like, what you're supposed to know? You probably like catch short glimpses of, I don't know,
just like, all types of meaningful like lessons and just life and shit like that.
Yeah,
like that's what I mean. I feel like that's like a lost like entity. There's really not like mentors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like you be so close to like what you want to learn, and then boom, it'd be over. Yeah. You really don't get to relish, and I haven't been there yet. You really don't get to relish in that. I don't know.
I know what you mean.
True.
Yeah.
Because think about our situation now.
You work so fucking hard to get there, to chill.
That's what I'm saying. We in our 30s, right? We in our 30s, but we so occupied with everything else going on. We taking care of this. We taking care of family. We taking care of finances. This, that. We don't got time. We don't really got time.
Leisure. No leisure. Yeah.
And then when you get 55, 60, then you like, okay, finally, I don't gotta work a 9 to 5. And then you start discovering, like you said, you start discovering like specific things. And then, I mean, shit, how sharp are you now at 60? Like, shit, where'd the time go? You ain't that sharp no more.
And that's the thing. I don't want to be one of those, just beat down, not even like, because I mean, so many like older people that aren't hip to things that are going on. It's almost like they didn't keep up with the times. They just like they had their fun. Like I guess they prime was whenever, and then after that they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah. Like, cause now like people
I don't
have
want to be
money.
jaded. I don't want to be jaded.
Right.
I want to
Right.
live in the shit. I want to have that essence of
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Cause
That's
I
the
feel
word
like
I was
that's what
looking for.
people
That
have.
essence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That cryptocurrency shit make me feel old.
No, why? Why you say that? No. I think that's the
Because it's just
future of
hard to
shit,
fathom.
honestly.
I understand. It is hard to
Yeah.
fathom. Like you could put
It's
I
a
think
lot of
you're
different
ahead.
shit.
I think you're ahead. Honestly, you probably speak that language. Like you speak that language better than a lot of people. So like when it starts to evolve, you are already at the grassroots of the shit. So I think you already like ahead with that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's just
Because
hard
I'm
to
telling you,
fathom.
it's going to be so many people that don't even dive into it that are afraid of that. So it's like, man, you already in the mix of it.
So that got me thinking. That got me thinking about like you know how now we look at the older generations that our parents' age, and most of them do not know a lot about technology or the digital age, and it's like they're supposed to be passing knowledge to us, but it's really at that point their knowledge is just how you should act, what you should do,
morale,
what you should
morals
be
and
aware of. Like I've been through that situation before, type shit, right? Y'all think we gonna be like that too? Like in in 20, 30 years, like it's gonna be.
No,
You think we gonna
we gonna be better?
Or did
we started this technology shit? Nah.
Yeah, we was the guinea pig.
That perfect niche where we know everything manual and we know everything.
We was a combination of both. Like I remember dialing on a rotary
Analog
phone
and digital.
on my grandmother's phone, the rotary joint. I remember that. And then we was the the first Bammers with fucking sidekicks and shit like that. And then we were the guinea pigs.
Niggas didn't have to enter in the area code back in the day.
Right. We was on AMM Messenger and shit like we was on that. MySpace.
All that.
We was coding the shit, making pages on MySpace. We was putting encryptions in it and putting music on our shit. We was a guinea pig. We was the first one.
So we can still kick knowledge. You think you still kick knowledge?
But the thing is, like
all the stuff that's about to kick off in 20 years.
Yeah, the thing is, like we know both sides though. We know both sides.
Mm-hmm.
We can tell our kids like you can't rely. This can't be your crutch. This can't be your crutch. You got to be outside still, and you got to go towards these jobs of cybersecurity and shit like that.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the difference. You got to know the difference.
And I just feel like us personally though, like our generation, we kind of evolve with things. I always notice like reinventing ourselves, keeping up with the times, although, the age might be whatever of reality, the mind might still be youthful. You might like, especially like now, it's like the age of starting your own business and being your own boss and just like independent on capitalizing on capital. Just all different types of ways, So I feel like our generation would keep up with the youth of thing and just show them and kind of show them the way though, because I feel like we know a lot of tricks of the trade just because, like Red said, we see both sides of this shit.
Right. Somebody in our chat said even the way we consume porn, like we was a VHS scrambler and all that shit. Now that shit's on everybody's phone. That shit's on
magazines, all that. Like it was, That's what I mean. That shit was real. That shit was real back in the day, man. That was like a real hustle right there.
Yeah.
Like Playboys was golden.
So, Simo, you just joined. Would you want to live forever, player?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why not?
Flat out.
Why not? Especially if what were you saying, taking like an elixir or whatever. So. Especially if I can like
it was
retain my youth,
if it was like
my body don't get all fucked up. Oh yeah,
if the elixir was a shot of Don Q,
that bottle done. I see y'all in 1,000 years. They're going done. Shit, yeah, I live forever, man. I fuck with it. I want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that we have expected to have already seen when I have not seen, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas was growing up watching the Jetsons, thinking year 2000 we're gonna have flying cars and shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
They really had like
somewhat got
iPads though back then.
Yeah, we got the iPads and the FaceTime. We got that shit.
But the Jetsons didn't really have that shit.
Yeah, they had some other shit. They had some other shit.
Yeah,
I want to live to see some cool shit. See where this humankind evolves to. See what the hell we doing.
Right, so
still fucking up or not.
How would you feel if you had the elixir, right, but your family don't have the? Let's say, would you want to live forever? You got the elixir. So, what if you like outliving your family? Wouldn't that be lonely, like how you said, P?
Yeah, I mean that's how I felt. But I'm interested in living long.
I mean, you feel lonely, yeah.
Well, fuck them niggas, though.
Nah, man, nah.
I see him. Well, nah.
I feel you. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't see why they can't get that elixir, but you know, I don't know. I mean, that would make me feel a little different about it, definitely. But
for sure,
I don't know. No answer. No answer to that one. No answer.
It's a gift and a curse, just like pretty much everything else.
Being a vampire,
you gotta be ready for
pretty much
for all that power like that. Yeah.
So mentioning power for the single guys and even for the married guys, you know.
Y'all can add, y'all can answer this in the past tense. I don't know why you got to
answer this in past tense and actually. Shit, you might be able to answer him. Shit, depending on what you got. But is an aggressive woman a turn on or a turn off to you?
I think it depends, subject by subject, specimen by specimen.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Season by season.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You don't want the ugly joint being all aggressive. Right. Like, come on, Slim. Yeah,
or even like, you know, Tupac said, you know what I mean? I don't want it if it's that easy.
Yeah.
So you could be out there giving it to everybody like that. So I don't know. But I mean, aggressive kind of like maybe sometimes coincides with confidence. Maybe they know they can get you. Maybe you've been on their dinner plate for a long time. And, you know,
exactly.
They've been fantasizing. Like how we talked about last week on episode 54 about lusting. Maybe they've been lusting about you. So
that's true too. That could definitely happen. That could change the landscape.
Right. So maybe I don't know. But I think over aggression. If she like a little character right here and she like, hey, shorty in the purple hoodie. What's up? What's up with that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what's up with that meat? Let me get that.
Oh, God.
She ain't gonna make that far.
Oh no,
she ain't gonna make it that far.
I'm be like,
yeah, exactly.
This is like, ew, get away from me.
I think there's like a gauge to it because there is. I don't care. I mean, if you're attractive, you're attractive. There's still an over aggressiveness that you can have when you're attractive. It's almost like it's, you know, it makes a man pull back because naturally we're supposed to be the aggressors. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. I didn't mind because but I didn't mind somebody that would talk first. I think that when it gets to a point where it's like, you know what I'm saying, I need this or I want this, or I want you gotta come over here, you gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn, like you doing too much. Like so I think and I don't know what that level is specifically. But I think as men we like to be desired as well, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody's saying, you know what I'm saying, like shit, you look good today, I need you to come home ASAP. Like shit, you might be like, all right, that's what's up. But if she's doing that every fucking day, you're doing that every day, you like shit, dude, you know, can I do this? Can I be the one that fucking demands what I want? So
I'm not a piece of meat.
That's what I'm saying.
He said, "I'm not a piece of meat.
I am not the steak on the grill at the cookout."
Yes.
Nah, I think aggressive. I think aggressive is always. I think me personally, I always think of balance is always necessary. But like aggression, too much aggression could also lead me to believe clinginess is not too far behind that. You know what I mean? And I'm personally a good advocate for everybody having their own space and opportunities to do everything. So if I feel too much aggression is coming towards me, I might shy away because I feel like the clinginess portion is soon to follow right after that. Whereas though it seems like you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to have no free time with the boys or with the guys because it feels like everything is supposed to be with the girl. I mean, with my lady. And I understand you're supposed to make all types of time with your lady, but at the same time, in order to have a good balance in life, I feel like you're supposed to make time for not only your lady, but also have the ability to just sit and chit chat and shoot the breeze with the fellas as well. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know I just went a completely different way with that, but that's where I
dig it. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense though. That makes sense.
It does. It does. Because not only that, it's like even when you do that, when you commit or submit to doing that, you got to keep up with doing that shit, dealing with this aggressive nature, dealing with answering to these type of things.
Dr. Phil right here, yeah.
I'm telling you, these ordeals, it's almost like, yo, I don't want to say it's
The love doctor.
in the situation, but like if you don't cut that shit off like early, it's gonna be a problem. It is like,
yeah, buddy.
no, I just compare to like even if it's like. If that's a woman you don't want and she's doing that shit, how far she gonna get?
Yeah, that's that. Hey, Pete, like when they be like overly aggressive, I'd be like, is it like some like ulterior motive? Like I'd be feeling like they be plotting on you.
I honestly think about like past traumas and shit. Like, hold on, who has like you didn't start out like this dating? You weren't always like this. Like, why are you so? Like, why are you trying to hold on to this so hard?
Is
like,
even
why
like
is
some like some revenge shit or I don't know. Like,
but even it being that important though, like I mean, honestly, when you first meet somebody, I don't feel like shit is even that type of you should even be aggressive towards someone that you don't know like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, regardless.
Because if you're not aggressive to a stranger, that's just, it's like, God, you can do that every fucking day of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's just uncomfortable. It's just like, man, I don't, you know what I mean? It's not even level. So, nah, I don't want that. And just like you said, I like to have a little control with that shit. I like to still be a stand-up guy in this game.
We like the hunt of it.
Right.
Let it game.
Hunter and gatherers. But yeah, I be feeling like that should be like I don't know. Like I be feeling like I'll be like on a like Punked or a hidden camera show. When it'd be like two, like it would just be like two out there. I'm like, huh?
Like shit. Like
my spider sense be going off.
Either that or it's a setup. I feel like sometimes I even feel like it might be a setup where it's like, somebody
who sent you?
Are the goons around the corner go pull up too? Like,
I know I'm nice to look at, but like, damn, hold up.
I know that's
and I'm not even really the type to. I'm not the type to like really go smack like majority of the time, but like, I you know, a John will show you like she has interest, like it'd be all in the eyes. But if you like overly, you know what I'm saying, like my nigga, I need this dick right now. Like come on.
Nah, exactly.
Have you no shame?
Right.
What's going on? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also I think like a lot of times when that shit be happening, they be thinking like maybe they in a situation or just getting out of a situation. They think the grass is like green on the other side, shit like that. That's where the aggressiveness come out of. I don't know. It could be daddy issues. It could be relationship issues. It could be anything.
Do you think like spots like, you know what I'm saying, DC, where it's a high. Of course, there's a high.
It'd be New York, like shit.
There's a high female count in certain cities. Do you think that might be
you
a
talking about
thing
ratio?
too? Because they think that, you know, if I don't go hard, if I don't go aggressive, you know, to get what I want, I'm not going to get it. You think that maybe that might play a part in it?
Yeah, that could play a factor. That I think geographic, just overall, like, you know, mentality, attitude, and all that. I think that can play a factor too. But yeah, ratio. That I mean, it's slim pickings in certain cities. So
yeah, that's true.
You want somebody, you know, that's probably laid back, chill, not claimed. You know what I'm saying? And you want a lot of females do this shit too. They mark their territory.
Quick, they want to claim it.
It was it slim pickings in college? Wasn't ratio like
that shit was crazy. That was like 21 to like 1 or some shit like that.
Pickings. What are you talking about? You had it, man. Please.
It was like 21 to 1 or some shit.
Not at all. Boy, it was low.
Wasn't the female ratio?
Yeah,
I thought the female
ratio was a lot. It was deep.
Yeah,
they had
it was like 19. It was 19 to 21, like all 4 years. It was like 19 to 21 to 1.
Yeah, it
so
heavy.
It was either the villa or nobody.
Yeah, I cannot confirm or deny that.
I can't confirm or deny.
So, Dr. Phil, what's the moral of the story? Are aggressive women a turn on or turn off, Dr. Phil?
To some men, it's a turn off. To me personally, I mean, it's a turn on, but to me personally, it's just a turn off, man. Because I don't even feel like I'm an aggressive guy. I don't give off that type of energy where I need you to do that. You don't even have to do that, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta feel the energy. I remember we were talking about this, Remy. Like we were talking about how, you know, we converse with, like, you know, customer service, and we converse with, like, you know, sometimes you might be nice to somebody and you might be able to
meet the vibes. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you might be able to meet their vibes. You might talk about muscle cars. Fuck. You might talk about technology, and the more you relate to somebody, you're like, oh shit, like, not, you know, they can get what they want now. So it's like you gotta fill it out. Like I'm always that type of person. Like, you know, if I ain't getting no vibes, I ain't gonna come at you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So and I feel like, you know, men and women do the same thing. You know, you gotta fill that person out. You can't just be like aggressive, and on top of that, aggressive, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's sometimes it be too much. So,
yeah. I don't know. Of course, like, females can't relate to this because, like, every time y'all walk out the house, y'all be like, "Hey, shorty, hey." Especially if you dolo, hey. Right.
That's when dudes is most aggressive. But that's what I mean. They'll say that shit too. I bet you
female really
numbers. Yeah, she's not gonna take a dude that's extra aggressive doing that, like doing shit like that.
She gonna give you them eyes though, for sure.
Exactly. Most likely, she's not giving that no attention. Even when you run them down, give them the game, all that. Like, she's not going for that at the end of the day. You still want a respectable approach.
I don't know.
So for the women, we spoke for the men. For the women out there, or if you want to put a comment in the chat, what do you feel about aggressive men? Do you like aggressive men? Do you want it to be like a medium where they balance it out, or do you want them to fall back and you take control? Go ahead, Rhonda, what you saying?
Or even, like, how do they approach it? Like, you know, when somebody's on their radar, how do they approach it? Do they play hard to get? How do they like, you know, throw a sign out or something like that? Or do y'all just go smack? Yeah. Or you like shorty down here? You like shorty down here, like, hey, what's up with it? Can I get that? Right. Yeah.
Can
I get that schmeat? Nice to schmeat you. Can I get that?
I saw me one time that said that too about females. Like, if I look at you more than 3 seconds, that's me shoot my shot. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
They don't say shit.
Nope. They're gonna look. You gotta figure that shit out.
I think like this whole like DM culture like fuck shit up because like with dudes would just shoot that DM, let it fly, and be like fuck it. If it work, it work.
Mm-hmm.
If it work, it work.
Drake started with YOLO.
Yeah, that's so indirect. Though. That's so indirect. It's like,
you think niggas be crossing their fingers when they
yeah.
when they hit it?
The thing is,
oh yeah,
you would shoot the
DM.
Like, come on, dog.
You would shoot the DM and say the absolutes like most. It's called a direct message. Say the most, wild shit, and just walk away from your phone and hope for the best. If it don't work, it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like who? Yeah, unless Shorty like screenshotted you and posted, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But I think that's where everything like fucked up because like a John would get that 20 times a day if she posting enough. So that kind of like desensitize her reaction to things.
Right, and that's the thing about it. It's almost like she can't identify when a nigga's really serious.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Because of that shit.
Mm-hmm. Heart eyes everywhere.
Yeah, they serious with the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. It's a dirty game out here, man. We like the dinosaurs. Dirty game.
And that's
for the Mohicans.
Yeah, I want.
That's another thing too. I wonder what the ratio is on like niggas getting chicks through DMs and shit. I know that shit as well because they just be getting hit so heavy from every angle. I know that shit's probably crazy.
Pause.
It's got to be like a 0.03 or some shit.
Yeah, these niggas ain't getting no love. Like none.
So the funny thing about it, and I was just thinking about that, like if you think
that's
about
lusting. Hey, that's lusting.
If you think about, an average girl that maybe a 9 or a 10, right, on a scale, and like she getting like 100 DMs every fucking day. The only way she can fucking distinguish that shit is if she get like, and this is so fucking petty, but if she get like a blue check mark, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's verified or something. Like I believe that, on the internet, they probably have a standard where I ain't gonna reply to him unless he got a check mark.
Yeah, that shit.
Especially after catfish show, especially after that shit.
Yeah. Like unless you verified, got a check mark. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what age we in. Well, that's what digital age we in. Because we got so many fuck boys out here that's just sending dumbass messages like
that, and it's like the only way they really determine is like face to face too. But that DM shit has got niggas shook to approach females on most scales and shit too. So still a mind fuck. And all this shit is a game, just like you said. They ain't gonna trust what you say.
Me Too shit kind of plays a role too? That whole like Me Too shit, like you don't want to come across as like a creepy guy type shit. Like you don't think that plays a part with the, you know what I'm saying? Like I
don't think niggas give a fuck,
making her feel like
I don't think niggas give a fuck. I don't think niggas give a fuck at all about that shit. Like niggas, I don't think niggas care about the damn Me Too for real.
I don't give a fuck if you report me to Instagram.
my show gets suspended for a couple of days or something. They're gonna be right back at it to the next show.
I'm gonna make a new account.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about just in person. Like I'm not even talking about like on the
in person
on Instagram and shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in person.
I think.
Do you think that affects? Do you think that make dudes think twice? You know what I'm saying? Whether
maybe
before
like
they might have been more
workplace.
Instinctual with it.
Maybe in the workplace or shit like that, but like not like after the club or you know what I'm saying, or in the gym.
No, that's a different setting definitely matters. Setting definitely matters.
Yeah.
So all right, so Marcus, you just joined. How do you feel about aggressiveness in women?
Yeah, we just kept that.
In your past life,
I don't really have a problem. I don't have a problem with it.
Is there a cutoff point?
I don't know what else to say.
Is there
a cutoff point? I mean, you always gonna have little shit in the back of your mind, but I mean, you know, at a certain point, once you decide to commit, you know what I'm saying, to deal with the female, I mean, to deal with her, you know, it is what it is. But you know, yeah, you might have things in the back of your mind and shit. You might be like, all right, well, you know, I mean, has she ever done this with anyone else? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, outside of that, you don't really, I don't know, I don't care. I don't like, it don't matter. And once you, like I said, once you decide to commit to the act, then it is what it is. You don't really, you know, what's the point of worrying about this shit? So I don't have no problem with it for real.
So
now,
oh, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead, Shaq.
I was gonna say situational market. So we were saying how when we weren't married, if an aggressive woman were to come up to us, you know what I'm saying, and be like, you know, like
give me that dick,
balls out, like, you know, loud, hey, whatever, orange hoodie, bring your ass over here, da 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 da. Would you, you know what I'm saying? Would that be a turn on?
Hey, yo, bitch.
Would that be a turn on? Would you want your ass over?
Saying it like that, yeah, like, hey, yo, orange hoodie and shit, like, that's too aggressive, young. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like some nigga shit. I would feel right responding to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, yeah, that shit. I mean, but then again, if they say like in a, you know, flirtatious, womanly way, feminine way, then, you know, I guess it could work. But I don't know. I don't really have a. Like I said,
so it was like,
I don't really have a
what you doing? What you doing tonight? I'm trying to go with you. Boom. That's aggressive.
I mean, she choosing. She choosing. I don't really have a, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with that. She choosing.
He said that's just choosing. That's just choosing.
Was she like, I need you to meet me here. I already got the room booked.
And she know you for a week.
And your tickets in
for
your email.
Tickets.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you be getting flying out, P? P, you be
I don't know how
aggressive
y'all talking.
She got sugar
aggressive
mama.
is aggressive. If you commit to it, oof.
That's funny though, because then they play in the man's role, so they kind of like, you know, you know what
it's like,
yeah, you know what you're gonna fly out there for. Like, she like, you gonna do everything I want to do.
Hey,
you gonna hold my hand the whole fucking time.
It's reverse roles. Yeah.
Remind me to ask an overtime question, please, about something like this. Remind me that.
All right.
Yeah. Like this. It's reverse roles though. That's what I mean. You committing to that shit. If you do
I see what you're saying, Phil. That's kind of like, yeah, I see what you're saying. That,
yeah. How aggressive? Like that's what I'm saying. How aggressive? Yeah,
it's almost like an obligation at that point. Like you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do.
Almost exactly.
What you mean? I mean, I mean, at the end of the day, you still got control over yourself. You don't got necessarily just be, you know what I'm saying? Even if she was like, here this time, and I mean, you still in control of the situation.
I'm just asking a question.
She just know what she wanted. At the end, she just know what she wanted. She just know what she wanted.
You ain't got to go like you ain't got to go though.
Just because she say meet me here at 8, you just straight up become her bitch and shit. Like I don't think that's how I wouldn't say it's all that.
No.
You could be at the street corner looking both ways. Like where's she at?
You said she gave you a plane ticket. She gave you a plane ticket and told you to fly out. And I got a hotel, and this is what we doing.
Yeah, I'll see you in a day or two. You know what I'm saying? How aggressive we talk, because you know sometimes money ain't a factor. Sometimes money ain't a factor to a woman that is aggressive. And they'll use that. That plays into the hand too. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how aggressive? Yeah, because I've seen that.
But you feeling like you dealing with somebody that's trying to like gain control over you and shit, like that type of shit. That's what this. I mean, this sounds like a power thing. You know what I'm saying?
But some levels of that, women don't know how to. I don't want to say possess control like from that angle, but I don't feel like that's something that comes naturally to them. For them to do. So that's why it comes off as aggressive.
You better get it shut up, boy.
No, not even, man. Because emotionally, they try and get to that point, man. They try and get to that end point. So it's really no time for that in between shit. That's why I say that. That's why it comes off so aggressive. No, sometimes maybe. Yeah. Either way, like I said, it's crazy. Aggressive is aggressive. You gotta make decisions sometimes, and that's what I mean. I'd rather not even want to be in that situation and think of all that shit. Because if that's just the icebreaker,
I don't know. I feel like you always in control of the situation. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like she gonna hold you down, and you know what I'm saying? You still good. Like I don't think it's that deep. You think so? I mean,
it's
it's
just
not
so
like she can make you
unknown.
do anything at the end of the day.
No, and you're exactly
But
right.
they can definitely use physical force.
Yeah, and I mean,
You
extending
ain't
the
gonna submit to it,
invitation,
but they can definitely use. You know what I mean?
it's
You
not
mean like
even
in a
forced.
seductive way, like that type of way?
I don't even think it's forced. That's
Nah,
so
jump
your
What do you mean,
guard
like
could
force?
be
Like what
down
way?
though. That's so you could
like
be
jump
your
on
guard.
you, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a victim.
Does that
but-
really work? Does that really work though?
I'm waiting.
Huh?
For real,
Nah,
women
because
put
if
you
you
mean,
want it,
but
you
you-
want it. If you
but
want it,
the
you
thing,
want it.
the thing is like you
Does that
got.
really work?
I said, look, if a John using like physicality against you to get to your
He said I get strong armed out here.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah, if you want it, you want it.
hold on.
I
If
ain't
a
gonna
John
play
jumping
about
on
that.
you, right? If a John jumping on you and using her physicality, like to
Tell your story. Tell your story.
to get in places, right? She jumping on you getting to places. You got to use physicality to get her off, right? You can't just be like, okay, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, ugh, like you can't do that. Like, so I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
A lot of females will get what they want at the end of the
To
day.
that point, there are some aggressive joints that will try to take that shit. So,
They will get what they want. If you got like a chink in your armor, they will get what they want.
Yeah, point blank. That's always the end goal too. They're gonna get what they want. That's why it's aggressive. It's always gonna be aggressive. It could be subtle aggression.
Yeah.
Speaking of that shit, did y'all see that? Did you watch them? Show them?
Yeah, I finished that joint.
He
I finally
did,
finished that joint. Yeah.
Oh man, that shit was crazy. But they had
That
some
joint's
good
alright,
subtle
yeah.
aggression shit. They had some good subtle aggression shit in that. I was gonna talk about that real quick, but I need y'all to see it first.
Yeah, we can hit it in OT though.
Yeah, it's good though, but I could compare it to relationship type shit. I like the way they did that.
Yeah,
It was
good.
Corey. Corey, it was that dinner table scene with the pie.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That shit was tough.
yeah. He was
That
cousin
fucking
tripping
bitch.
on that joint.
That
Yeah.
bitch.
I
Man,
remember
wait
that
till y'all
joint.
see that. Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's like episode 2 or 3 too. Yeah, y'all don't
Yeah,
even
man,
gotta
it's early.
watch that joint deep. Yeah,
That shit's early. But
yeah. I'll get on that joint. I still gotta watch the joint. Randall talking about on Amazon. What's the joint on Amazon, Randall? Invincible.
Yeah,
somebody was talking about yeah, my cousin was talking about that joint the other day. I gotta watch this joint.
Telling you.
Who's in it?
It's an animated jump.
Oh, is that with Lakeith?
Nah, that's
Netflix?
That's on Netflix. No, I'm talking Invincible's on Amazon Prime.
Is this joint supposed to be funny or what?
Nah, it's like
It's just
superhero type shit. But did you see The Boys?
Yeah.
So it's like that
Did I see The Boys?
times 10.
Did I see that? I don't know.
that's dope.
All right, so
That
let's
was
jump.
on Amazon.
Let's jump to this next jump. It's like we all, we grown, but we, evolved to the people we are today. Are you the type in your past life, or even in this, current situation, to hold grudges?
Ooh.
Good question.
Maybe more.
I'm not really. I'm not a person to hold grudges, but I just won't fuck with you no more. I won't hold no grudge or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to get back at you, and you know what I'm saying. I just won't. You done already burned me once. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I've learned my lesson. I don't need to fuck with you. And it's as simple as that. I don't really have no grudges, and hope that you don't succeed in life. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't really like that. You do you, and I'm gonna just stay over here.
Right. Hey, I like how you said that.
Yeah, I feel Simo on that. I'm kind of like that. They're the same. I definitely don't hold grudges as far as like wanting to see people fail and be mad at people for a long time. But I will say I don't be forgetting shit. So I don't know if that's a grudge, but I don't be forgetting that. And sometimes you even use that shit as fuel, like what I'm saying, to drive you sometimes. So you You know what I'm saying? You'll remember like certain things and just use that shit as fuel, you know. But as far as being mad at niggas and shit like that, like nah. But and I also think it's important, like, you know what I'm saying, to remember shit, because you know it'll also you know, when shit that happens in the future, you be like, okay, this coincides with what I've seen in the past, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you can make a final judgment based off that. But as far as like, you know, the overall being mad and wishing negativity on somebody, like, nah. Simple as that.
Yeah. Same thing. I probably used to hold grudges when I was like young, like a teenager, and I didn't understand that shit. Now I don't even have the energy for it, honestly. Like you said, because I don't even try to give off that type of energy. So I know if that's like something that's coming towards me, I can't even be fucking with it. And then even holding grudges, like some people hold that shit so long they forget what they was even mad about in the first place. I've seen that happen.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, so it's like, and it's pointless too, because then at the end of all this shit, you still gonna end up being cool. It's just like, I don't know, a story that y'all wasted time on or whatever the fuck. But still, I don't try to hold grudges at all, man. I feel like even the times that we're in too, like we see so many. I mean, for me personally, like just see so much death and like negativity, man. Like I just definitely don't have time for grudges, any of that low frequency shit.
Yeah, I agree. I don't hold grudges. I feel like I would actually be the one to get over something like stupid quick. Like like I'll be annoyed, and then the next 30 minutes I'll be like, all right, so what we eating? Like I don't know, like that shit just brush right off me. It do depend on who it is though, because like Lighthouse, like I don't forget shit. So like, you know, if fool me once, that's all I need. I ain't no twice and third. Like
I do feel you on that though. I do feel you on that.
Yeah, it's just that simple. But yeah, it depends. It does depend on like who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's your family, if it's your brother, your sister, your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different because you need to work on that shit. It ain't no like, all right, you fucked me over, go stay in your corner for another week. Like it's like, all right, that shit hurt. Now let's get back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Like even growing up, like me and my brother would fight and then be cool 15 minutes later. Like have the biggest fucking fight, tear the room up, and be straight 5-10 minutes later. Like don't even be mad.
Like nothing happened.
Tear the room up.
Nothing happened. Just like that.
But
Like
see,
Tom and Jerry.
That shit is kind of crazy though, but that's how you learn how to address that shit too. Like kind of like, you know, solve y'all problem or get over whatever happened.
Yeah, man. It's like we you know what I'm saying? We only got one life. You ain't supposed to stress yourself out over shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like, god damn. Like you gonna take years off your life just because you gonna hold shit in your heart. Like
even that, man.
That's real.
Grudges be affecting like other people you can be having relationships with though. Like I've seen that shit with families to where you can't even have like different functions.
Your kids can't talk to other people's kids.
Yeah, man, that shit is so fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So stuff like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like my family.
All right, ask me. Ask me.
But it's funny though that go ahead, you got it.
Nah, that shit's real.
But it's funny though what you're saying though, Phil. But it's funny because even what you was saying, Paul, when you say like it depends, because I feel like with family, it be both ways. You'll hold the longest grudge with a family member, and then you'll also get over some shit real fast with a family member.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
true.
weird though. Like I've seen like families will hold like
we're still coming to Thanksgiving.
Shit. Like granddad ain't spoke to uncle in fucking 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? But that shit be happening. That should be happening, you know.
No, I mean, honest, that be happening like with my mother and like her sisters and shit. They would be like just going through all that. It's just wild though, but like, but that's why I mean I have an understanding of like why I'm like, nah, that's just like a waste of like time. You be missing out on someone's shit.
Energy.
Like, it's not even.
Energy.
It takes a lot to keep up with that too.
And not even that. And not even that.
But maybe that's why they
know that grudge you hold.
Yeah.
You said what? Maybe
that's why they be so spent, because they sisters. Like you got all this, emotion and history built up.
History,
So that's why the grudge can last so long, or the feelings are so hard.
So long. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I don't
That's
know.
real.
Yeah, my mom's
real.
Yeah. She got some.
Yeah,
grudges.
my mom and her sisters used to beef too, but then they be cool like a couple weeks later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it should be weird, yeah. But
I've never had a grudge against
one thing
my
I will
brother,
say about grudges though. Yeah, I know, and that same here. But one thing I can say about grudges, sometimes if you hold on to a grudge so long, you'll become the grudge. You know what I'm saying? You'll become the negativity. You know what I'm saying? And like even a lot of times you see people, they grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people that might have had rough childhoods, and then they grew up with that negativity, and then they became that person. You know what I'm saying? So now everywhere they go, they spewing out negativity because they so used to that. Because that's what they was so used to receiving. And then every time you talk to them, oh, I was treated bad. They did me like this. They did me like that. You know what I'm saying? And then don't even realize that, because they're still holding on to shit that happened in their childhood. And then when you, hey, how you doing? I don't give a fuck about the time. We ask me about the time. Cool. Like you ever seen a random person in the street? You know what I'm saying? I remember I told the guy, I said one day, have a good day. I saw this homeless dude one time in DC. I gave him a bottle of water. About it? I said, have a good day. Nigga said, look, he said, I said, have a good day. He said, good days? Ain't no fucking good days. I was like, God damn, like, you know what I'm saying? But but I'm not even trying to be funny though. I'm like being there, but you understand my point? It's like you can tell he's been so deep in that negativity that he can't even fathom anything else, So
yeah,
crazy.
Well, let me officially answer this.
Go ahead, Remy. What you got?
Yeah. Am I the type to hold grudges? Hell yes. Nigga, I hold fucking grudges as long as I gotta hold them shit. I never had a grudge with any type of family member ever, but if I have a reason to hold a grudge for you, I'm gonna hold that shit to the end. I take notes. I have a good reason to hold that grudge. So if I have a reason to, know that I'm taking notes and I'm crossing my T's, I'm dotting my I's, I'm doing all that shit. Fuck you. You fuck me, fuck
all right,
you.
But look. Okay, so what's the line though? Because we was talking about this. So what's the line between not forgetting shit and holding a grudge? What's the difference? You see what I'm saying?
Nick,
like because we were just saying I don't forget shit, but then what's the difference between holding a grudge and not forgetting shit?
It's passing like just me like energy. I would just all right, my grudge is like I would straight up ignore you. I would actually have you questioning like, I would make you like look in the mirror and be like, damn, am I actually like a physical person? Like I would ignore you that hard. Like I would ignore you that hard. I would give you no satisfaction of you actually existing in my world, my realm. None of that shit. I will look straight past you. I won't acknowledge you. If I see you, I'm walking past you like you fucking ghost dad, like you Bill Cosby.
Cold.
Like fuck you. If you on my fuck list, fuck you. Like that's my grudge. I don't give a shit.
I mean,
I don't give a shit. It could be one time too. Like people can like maybe dig their way out the hole with me. Every now and then, like you get like a couple chances, maybe a year to like dig your way out the hole. But but yeah, like once you in the grudge territory, that shit is like quicksand, brother. Like you got to do a lot of swimming to get out of that shit. Fuck you.
I mean, yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. I feel you with that. I feel you with that shit. I mean, like we were saying earlier, you just sometimes, you just gotta take notes and keep it moving. So was that,
Yeah. Because
sometimes people make mistakes.
You
can't completely judge motherfuckers completely off the mistakes. Because
I think
you give people a chance. When you start seeing patterns over and over again, then that's when you know something up.
Yeah, because for the most part, people are who they are. Like they're not gonna show you nothing new for real. They are who they are. You get a couple chance to let me know who you are, and I can move off that.
Yeah, and normally when people have a grudge, it's always after something too. It's after they like know something about you, like had some type of experience with you.
I don't give them that much gratification. Yeah,
it could be a whole bunch of shit.
It's like you. I don't know. Like I will give you the benefit of the doubt multiple times, and after that, nah, because I don't like. You don't see me get riled up. I'm cool as shit. I'm quiet as shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
Quick question. You said you see people who are who they are. Do you think people can change?
Nah, people don't change. People around them change.
Okay.
People are who they are. If it do, you take like some like real life lessons to change who you are. Like that.
So
that shit don't happen overnight.
So quick question.
I think people do change.
So people who are who they are.
They do. They it has to take like a real like real life lessons, like to really change who you are on day to day. You can like show glimpses here and there, but to change who you are on a day to day, like this is this person, this is what they represent. That takes some
internal
heavy,
work, a lot of internal work
to like do a whole 180, not 360, whole 180. I hate when people say 360, but when
that also takes somebody. That also takes somebody. That also takes somebody that understands, that they have to evolve, and it's not that I don't want nobody to change me. It's that you actually doing it for yourself to get better yourself. Well, I was going to ask you, exactly. So you said people don't change, but just put like theoretically, put yourself.
People don't want to change.
People don't want to change, which is true. But put yourself, in that aspect, like, right? So you offend somebody, and you don't know that you offend somebody. I feel like PG County, like all of us motherfuckers, like we was in fucking school joning talking about people for like half the goddamn period. So, so like I know we offend people like pretty easy. But my question to you is, if you offended somebody, you know what I'm saying, and it was somebody that you liked or loved, you know what I'm saying, and you did it twice and you did it 3 times, and they came to you, it was like, bro, like you gotta change, like, you know what I'm saying?
Change how I address them.
Delivery,
change overall.
Your delivery, how you come across. Like, would that be acceptable of you changing yourself? Right, or would it just be you would still be thinking it, so you still the same person? Is that what you're thinking? You still the same person, you just don't say it?
I don't know, because I kind of dealt with this, because like certain people, I mean, like us, we can like, we really don't joan each other for real, but like it's certain situations like you can just joan because like it's like a defense mechanism. It's a rite of passage and stuff like that. But if somebody come to me like, what I'm saying, what you said hurt me, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. That ain't got nothing to do with my outlook on life. Like that's that's a skill I obtained.
So that's what I'm saying. It's almost like a skill set that you gotta perfect or craft or whatever. So like
but I've definitely met people that can't handle it, and I just let off the gas.
So do you just not deal with them? Like I guess
I changed. I changed the whole my approach to the said person.
Because the reason why I asked you, because I had to do the same thing. Like
everybody can't take it.
Everybody can't take
it. Hurt no feelings.
Take our sarcasm and some other shit too. So.
But it's also like wittiness. That's like a stroke of genius for real. To be
it is honestly to be able to keep up with that shit.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like a test of your how sharp you are.
It's like being on Jeopardy or some shit like that. Yeah.
It is though. In PG County, I don't know about anybody else. Maybe DC. You know what I'm saying? But definitely. Niggas used to just go on everybody. Just you snap on me, I snap on you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in class laughing. We ain't learning shit.
Right.
We ain't learning shit.
If you can't deal with it, get out the way. Out the way.
It's the old ABC jump. Whose line is it anyway? All improv.
Straight up improv.
Don't even pull up the seat.
And still cool with all of them. Still cool with everybody.
Yeah. Did everybody answer? You hold grudges?
So.
Yeah. I'll hold grudges.
Did Al go? I think everybody went. I don't know if Al went.
I ain't go, but y'all said everything. Yeah, y'all said the good stuff. Yeah.
Nah, go Al. I need to hear you go.
I mean, so I don't really hold grudges. I don't really hold grudges, but at the same time, I mean, I know what it is. Like, know what I'm saying? I can keep you at arm's distance if it comes to it. And as former President Bush said, "Fool me once, shame on you." I think it's
He fucked that phrase all up though.
Yeah, he did. Fool me twice. Shame on.
Fool me twice, I'll kill your ass.
I'll bomb
You
you.
trying to be all cool with it? Like you just turn around. Shame on. Shame on.
Shame on you.
Like you forgot the line.
Can I get a line?
I think
Shame on me,
you're
right? Shame on me. Niggas a trip.
So
We should
But
take
yeah,
that back.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Fool me once. Shame on. Damn, that's funny. That's a good throwback too.
All right, so what y'all got out here? Y'all got
Y'all hit all the topics. I know I came in late.
yeah. I don't really want to talk about no chicken.
Goddamn shit.
What was with the chicken though?
I don't like that topic.
Like
I don't
the
like
chicken?
Who put that shit in me? What y'all talking about, man?
some hungry ass niggas. Why y'all talking about chicken?
Everybody eat, bro.
I know.
everybody eat, man.
All right, let me ask this real quick. How y'all feel about they try and get vaccines to 12 to 15-year-olds?
Oh, I know the kids. I did just see that.
Hey, real quick,
yeah.
even before you get into that, did you know in DC they were having like trying to push a bill whereas though like kids, I want to say maybe 13 or so. This was last year. This was pre-COVID, but they were trying to push a bill whereas though kids could get vaccinated without their parents' permission.
Wow.
Like if they were like 13 or so, I forgot what the exact it was like I want to say it was last year, but it was a bill that was being produced or introduced or what have you for DC, whereas like kids could need it. I mean, kids could get vaccinated without their parents' consent if they were over the age of maybe 13 or so,
right,
which is middle school.
Yeah, but what is the
much.
vaccine they're choosing to be vaccinated with?
No, so I think at that point in time, I think it was probably like I mean this was pre-COVID, but it was I guess in vaccines would be like the measles, the measles.
You already had done that though. No, but no. Oh, so for DC, it was a lot of kids. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, for DC, it was a lot of kids that did not have certain shots, and they were like actually like pushing one of the campaigns for the school year was actually getting kids. They were pushing campaigns for kids to actually have the recommended. The required or recommended shots to be in class. So I think it's like tuberculosis and then like maybe the measles or what have you, but it was a couple other shots. And like they were going to start pushing and then having the opportunity for kids to be able to get their vaccine or get vaccinated on their own without their parents' consent. What are they doing?
I still see them trying that.
Are they doing it in school? Like how do you?
That
do
don't
that
make
about-
sense.
Yeah, they're probably doing it in school.
Yeah, have somebody come up to the
But
school.
why would they put something on kids to inject into their bodies without their parents' permission? Like that's crazy within itself. Like why would they even?
Like this,
why would that even be a thing?
Like
that don't even make no sense.
Yeah, because at 13,
like tell me, maybe. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say at 13, you don't even make decisions like that. You don't understand what you're putting into your body. So that's
exactly.
Right. You would be eating double cheeseburgers every day if it was up to you.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly.
13?
So that don't even make no damn sense. But what can a child put in their body without their parents' permission at 13 other than fucking food?
Exactly.
That's like, what can they do? I don't think they can do shit. Like you can't. I don't even think the kid can't even go to the doctors without a guardian. So how the fuck they got kids taking? Like I don't even get that shit. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Like that's a major red flag to me.
I mean, they're opening it up though for 12 to 15-year-olds though, for real.
This headline is a major red flag. Like 12 to 15, like, and it's like emergency response to what? Are y'all trying to dump the vaccines, or is this your target audience, or because like all the information that we read in like late 2020, children are like the least affected of COVID. It's like 0.00001. You know what I mean? That's actually affected from this virus. So I don't understand what's the push, the rush to give these kids the vaccine. I don't understand the shit.
That's a good question.
It's a good question for overtime.
Yeah, it's a good question right now. I want y'all to answer this shit. 0.0000001.
That's what I mean, man. I don't know what agenda they trying to push for that shit.
It's something.
But it is something.
Yeah, something.
But thing is, like,
and time is short. Time is short on that shit. That's what I mean. It's like they're trying to meet a deadline on some type shit. They said that they want to do that before the end of the year.
Yeah, but it's like they already been in school, so what's the point of vaccine? And then kids like babies, they get like 30, I don't know, I'm sizing it, probably 10 to 15 vaccines before they, walk in and shit like that.
Yeah.
So you get all these vaccines, and then adults, I mean, when's the last time we had a vaccine? So okay, y'all rushing us to get a vaccine. So okay, we missed the newest shit because we didn't have chickenpox and shit like that. So y'all rushing the kids to get the shit. So like y'all trying to like close the gap of like what y'all trying to put in our body or something.
Exactly. What is
maybe? Because because we adults, we can go or we cannot go. It's pretty much up to us. And then you got Alex talking about how DC is trying to pass that bill where they don't need consent. So it might be they might be trying to close some type of gap out there. Sean.
That jump. So it was
hey, bro, I'd be pissed if I found out the school nurse. If the school nurse put a needle in my fucking child without my permission, nigga, I'll be pissed the fuck off, nigga. Like I don't know about that shit. That's just I don't know.
I'm going down that jump.
Parent, like nah, bro. Yeah, I don't know about that shit.
So I think it was. I mean, I think I just looked it up, but I think it was passed. I think it was passed, and it's starting at age 11.
Yeah, they wow.
Age 11.
Yeah,
the 11-year-old can't make any levels of decisions for themselves. Like
11-year-old can't even go to a PG-13 movie by himself, bro.
But can get it.
Yeah.
What's a PG-13? Can't even go see fucking what's a PG-13 movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't go see that, but you can get a goddamn. You can't go see Spider-Man, but you can go get a Pfizer.
Where they say damn in hell. They say damn in hell in the movie, so it's a PG-13 film. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't get this like herd immunity shit. Like somebody really need to break this down. Like I keep hearing this term herd immunity. What does this actually mean? Because
that shit like the cryptocurrency and shit to me. It's like I don't know, dog. I think it's supposed to mean that if enough people get vaccinated.
All right. So what if enough people have the antibodies? That's not herd immunity. But
that's supposed to play into that too, I suppose. Right, but
why don't people get tested?
They're not really talking about that shit.
Yeah, why don't people get tested for actually fighting the shit off with your own immune system? Why is that not a part of herd immunity?
That's a good question. I mean, I would have the answer for you if I was the president, but
that wouldn't be your job.
Yeah,
if you're the president, your job would be pushing big business. So
yeah, but I'm saying big business got to be behind testing all this shit. They got to be able to test these niggas with the antibodies too.
Testing ain't nothing. You gotta be selling.
We just selling shit. Yeah, we just selling shit. What I'm saying, what are you talking about? We just had a whole year of niggas pulling up to parking lots and shit and getting tested. They had the whole fucking FedEx field over here right next to me, shut down with the National Guard and shit. Them niggas pulling up for testing and shit. So niggas is testing out this joint. They still testing out this motherfucker.
That's not for antibodies. That's just the PCR test.
Yeah.
Antibodies, you gotta draw blood and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. They should be able to at least do the antibody joint too, though. I don't know why they're not doing the antibodies though.
because a lot of people probably got it.
I was about to say that, like, who
maybe.
Soon as shit's not
maybe,
and that will put the herd immunity above whatever minimal line is supposed to be, and they don't want that because they gotta sell these vaccines because they already dumped a lot of money in that shit to sell that shit.
So you're saying a lot of people got the antibodies then already?
They would have to just
think,
based off, you know, people getting sick and people wearing these bullshit cotton masks and shit. I mean, yeah.
Y'all know anybody that got this shit or had this shit or?
Bro, I work in a highly populated, you know, area.
You talking about the shots?
No, I'm talking about
no. I mean, caught the COVID.
Yeah, I know plenty of people.
Oh yeah,
plenty.
I know a few people that have caught that.
A lot.
Was it like out of whack or whatever? Or was it just like they might have a cough or some shit, and you know what I'm saying, they got to stay home and they'll be back next week or some shit?
It was a flu, and I know some people that lost their taste and all that shit. As a matter of fact, bro, like last week,
I know one dude here. He had
I thought I had this shit. I lost my taste for like 24 hours. That shit was weird as fuck. But I tested negative 3 times off the rapid jump.
Yeah. So I've taken those tests too. Like, yeah, I did have like a quick little. It was like a bug going around.
Yeah,
like
I usually get a sinus infection this time of year every year, so I don't know, but that's not sometimes losing your taste to the, you know what I mean. And the thing is, I got the shit last year, Cinco de Mayo. I was sick, so I don't know. I think these tests, I think they go off like symptoms and not really, you know.
Probably. I got tested one time. I ain't never had no shit.
Yeah,
I had a tickle. I had a tickle the other day. I had a tickle. You know what I'm saying? But I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci.
Pause.
I had a tickle. I'm grown, dog. I'm grown. I can say that. I had a tickle, dog. I had a tickle. You know what I'm saying? Grown ass man. But
y'all know we've been in this shit for like a year plus now, right? So like,
right,
if we made it this far without no vaccines, like, what's the point? What's the point?
That's a good point too, because they feel like that's the only way it's gonna be safe, opening everything up. Like,
but how can they push it on you? How can they push
it on you?
I mean,
they can't even keep up with that shit.
Cover yourself. But I think companies can cover themselves by saying, okay, we only allow vaccinated people into our facility. So I think that gives them an opportunity to protect their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, Disney World. You know, Disney World did that shit. They're not letting nobody in that don't have full vaccination.
Oh wow,
nigga! The Redskins, we can't go to no Redskins games unless you got to get the vaccine.
All right, so
I just seen that shit like last week.
Shut up, Corey.
I was like, I was like, I ain't getting that shit. But then they had they threw the football team in there. I was like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, like, what are you going to give up? Like, are you like when are you going to put your foot down? You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't, like, we giving up
regulate that shit like that. Yeah, exactly. They're regulating like how you
that's what it's all about.
Your life.
They're like hanging the cheese over like the rat trap. Like, when are you, like, come on, like, when are we going to like say like this is enough?
I mean, but that's what it's all about. I mean, think about it. It started with the mask. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you can't come into no stores with masks. Okay, everybody wearing masks now. Now we can see, you know, take the next step. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, the vaccine shit.
It's just a stronger. You know, I mean, the way I looked at the masks is like the, you know, the fucking you know, the prerequisite to what they was really trying to do. I think it was more of a psychological thing. Yeah, beta test. It was like, all right, let's see how much, you know what I'm saying, control we have. Okay, they want to still be able to go to the store. They still want to be able to go, you know. So
I read that's how I look at
it. Shit.
They implemented the mask for some whole other, like, some crazy shit. I went in this rabbit hole. They said that's why they wanted people to like stand like 6 feet away and all that. So
6 degrees of separation.
Like easier to like identify your retina display and shit like that. That's why you had to be like 6 feet away. That's why you needed the mask just so your eyes can show. Like, all types of stuff. It's like wild shit out there right now.
Yeah, this dude, like, I was like in the whole like restoration business. He used to like work for this like subsidiary company for like the metro, and they had like the whole facial recognition shit like that. And this was like 10 years ago.
That's what I mean. They've been had the shit. They're just like now. I bet you technology on that is so crazy. Have you ever seen that BBC shit over in like London? How they have like the recognition stuff?
Pause though.
Oh yeah, they got all that shit. They got all that shit.
You could just
sitting on top of the trucks and shit, and
yeah, just pick you up and shit. It's like little rectangles.
Shut up, Paul.
What you say? I missed it.
Nah.
Oh man, no! I was talking about the.
I missed that.
No, I was talking about the London distribution channel. That's literally the channel. Oh man, disgust. The disgust.
But yeah, man.
I didn't hear myself say that.
We just like, I don't know, just the whole. We just letting the foot loose, like we.
Guinea pig, man. I just hate how people just say yes to everything.
This because who's the GM? You gonna lose your job if you don't get this shit.
I know they're forcing it on everything.
But think about it, man.
But these dudes been playing the whole last year, coughing each other faces, sweating on each other on the sideline. But now if you don't get the vaccine because
you're done.
Yeah. Because what, bro? This shit don't make sense. It don't make sense. I don't care how y'all slice it up, it don't make sense.
You be seeing like all the celebs and like the different people taking the shot and shit. Like sending the shit. Yeah. On camera. Man, you don't even know what's in that shit. Water.
Yeah. Nah, the Bills GM was saying, I'm not trying to rationalize or defend him at all, but they were saying the reason he said that is because like if you got borderline friends, I mean, like I think they're the NFL, I mean, like the NBA did it too, but it's like if you have a certain number of people on your team that are vaccinated, you're able to like actually have team meeting. I'll just call them team meetings where everybody's able to be in person and shit, as opposed to like if you don't meet the quota per se, then you still got to do like virtual meetings and shit. Huh?
Who's quota?
I know for the NBA it was 80. I want to say, I might be wrong, but I want to say for the NBA it was 85% of your team. So if 85% of your team is vaccinated, then you're able to have
who's making that quota?
I ain't making that shit up. I don't got no answers for you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it don't. It's like who is passing these regulations? Like that don't make sense. Like y'all are all people that's above
niggas health. In charge.
No, I'm saying like people in the NFL, like y'all are all in good like health, standards. Like more than likely, y'all not gonna have complications. People that's like that have complications in health. Those are the people that's like don't make sense. Like when is the last time you heard of a star athlete dying from COVID?
I know,
but as far as you talking about, like we just giving up our freedoms and shit, I feel like that's just a natural thing that's going to happen because we're so comfortable with all these, how we just talking about like through time and technology and it's creating more convenience and we're going to getting away from our like instincts. So think about it, it's like there's so much convenience through technology, and then like you telling people they can't be a part of this, they can't do this, they can't go there, they can't, what I'm saying? You kind of people, they like that convenience, so they be like, damn, I don't want to not be a part of society, so you're gonna get the vaccine. I think it's expected. People are they like a lot of the shit that this system or society brings, whether people want to admit that shit or not. It's just the truth. So that's why people go ahead and get that vaccine without a lot of information. It's as simple as that.
No information at all. And just think they rolled that shit like 6 months on time after they said it was gonna roll it out. And not even
that though. Just imagine
everything else, like
for their job though.
For their jobs or like pressure situations, like
that's what I mean. Like they in situations where they gotta get the vaccine or they lose their stability in life and shit.
That's what's happening now.
It's fucked up, but it's almost.
Yeah,
bro.
you're right though.
We on some
Is
get
that
down
really
and
a
lay down
thing
type
though?
shit right
Is that
now.
really a thing?
That's
There's no
what's
like,
going
there's
on
no
in
like,
society. Get down and lay.
there's no,
down.
there's no like, I don't know, like union like protocols where they can't like do that shit like on the spot. You can't like really change rules on the spot like that, right?
Unions are dead.
No, unions
You
are
know
not.
they're not.
Unions are
Unions
alive.
are dead.
They're
But no,
definitely
I think
There's
for the most
unions
part,
in certain jobs. There's unions for the most part are dead.
shit. Okay. All right. Well, okay.
Yeah,
But
they're
no,
gonna make you be vaccinated for festivals too. You're right.
but no, I think I don't think that a job can't necessarily mandate it whereas though you are terminated. They just because like I don't even think jobs for real can't even ask if you're intending on getting a vaccination. I mean they can ask, but I think the only reason they ask is to like quote unquote justify like how they're going to arrange scheduling. Maybe they can do it that way, but they can't necessarily ask or violate people's personal because that's still HIPAA laws. Those are HIPAA laws. Like
Right.
What about
right,
people in like the
right.
medical field though? What about people in the
Yeah.
medical field? I mean, I'm not against you. I'm assuming like if you in hospitals, I'm assuming they would probably
They're probably the first to get
work in hospitals
vaccinated.
get the
No,
vaccine.
same thing with
You
schools
see what I'm
though.
saying?
Yeah, schools, teachers.
yeah, I think it's still the same. So my aunt actually just retired, and she worked at a hospital. She was a nurse at a hospital, and they were like pushing her to get it, but she definitely did not want to get it because they were pushing her to get it. And so when she ended up retiring, that's when she ended up getting the shot. But I mean, like when the hospital was pushing it, she was like, "Nah, I'm not getting it just
But
as of
see-
yet. I want to do my."
But look,
Right. She
but
wanted
tell me
on
that's
her own
not human
terms.
nature, bro. When somebody pushing you to do some shit so much, it like raises an eyebrow. It's like, why are
Yeah.
y'all trying to like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's almost natural to question that shit, bro. It's like, why are y'all pushing this on me so hard? Like, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying?
Just like you said, it's so hard, it's so heavy, and it's everywhere, yo. It's like the advertising for that shit is
And then
so
what I'm
heavy.
noticing,
But hold on. But it's
No, you
crazy
right,
though.
Bill.
It's crazy though that the
Oh.
millions of deaths, the hundred thousands and millions of deaths or whatever is not. It's not a good enough advertisement to get the
He
shot.
left the screen.
But why he roll out like that?
He
He
rolled
said,
up.
Getting caught up tonight. Getting caught up.
Hey, nah, but it's funny because
Y'all stupid, man.
you're starting to see socially like people going around just even off the icebreaker conversation. So you take the vaccine? Did you take the vaccine?
Right.
Yeah.
I took them. Did you take them? You didn't take them? I feel like
Yeah.
starting to see that conversation just in random, just passing and just seeing random people. That is an icebreaker now. Niggas is like, did you take the vaccine? You know, so
But
especially,
Bruh.
it's like the new
you need to get the fuck away from me. If you didn't get it, you got the
especially this summer.
new segregation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially this summer as shit opens back up this summer and like the clubs and shit. Just imagine the new pickup line in the club is like, "Hey, did you get your shot?
Did
you get
you do
Moderna?
Pfizer or Moderna? You Pfizer? Okay.
Oh,
so
you Johnson and Johnson on them people?
And they still gonna be sucking dick.
Yeah, you
don't do nothing.
Shot. I got you.
You got that
How long ago
sauce
you
out
put your
here.
second?
You got that sauce out here, Mo. You got that
He's still gonna be
sauce.
sucking dick.
All that shit don't even matter. That's crazy. Because they was in the club before the vaccine came out.
This is my biggest thing though, like, cause we letting go our freedoms and shit like that, like slowly but surely, but like nonchalantly, like they just disguise the shit. But it's like you look around the world, like Colombia right now. Colombia, if you look on like the news, they beefing with their government because like taxes and stuff. Like they like in Europe, Spain and all that shit. They tired of wearing masks like around. You know what I'm saying? They're beefing for real reasons. Like they actually making a stand. But here we beefing for what? We're not beefing for the real reasons. Like our freedoms are slowly being taken away, and we're not doing shit about it. We just like, okay, man, Scarlett Johansson is taking us, telling us, LeBron James telling us wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like we just slowly like just relinquishing all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just so freely. But I think that's how they want to do it. Like, like a evil spirit walk in your house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes. They gotta ask to come in. You know what I'm saying? Like the government is asking y'all, hey, y'all want to give us like everything y'all got? Come on, yeah. We just like, okay, cool. Like
they just tested, like, what do you think about we? They just throw it out there. Then we're like, oh, hey, y'all see this new? They took it, Johnny. Let's go with it.
Yeah,
it's a program. They just run with that shit. That's literally all it is.
It got to be a point where you put your foot down. It has to be a point. And when is that going to be?
I mean,
y'all just letting that shit slide up on y'all.
Distracted by too much shit.
But bro, why would we put our foot down? Why would we put our foot down? Think about it. We've had conversations on this podcast talking about how we give up our freedoms through our phones. Niggas give up their freedoms to their phones every day, all day. So if the powers that be know that niggas willingly give their freedoms on their phones, why wouldn't we give up our freedoms for a vaccine or for a face mask or for the ability just to go to the grocery store and experience our conveniences that this society brings? Think about it, nigga. There's a lot of conveniences that this society brings. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't have to hunt for their food. We don't have to hunt for our food, bro.
Yeah, it's too much of a convenience.
Yeah, that makes sense because you got your head down all day and be like, oh, I gotta make it to work. I gotta make it home. I gotta catch this show. You know what I'm saying? Like you just in the mix of it all, like
on a schedule. Like your time, you always smashing up your time.
I gotta take this. Yeah, it's like, I gotta take this vaccine and go to the Redskins game. Fuck it.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like the same shit. It's like you're not even really thinking into the totality of
you gotta take the vaccine to tailgate or just to go inside the stadium.
It's probably even
I'm assuming to go inside the stadium. Damn. I'm assuming to go inside the stadium.
Y'all motherfuckers got some tailgaters or that zone.
That's the best part.
Tailgate, that should be the best part. That is.
But this is my question.
Before and after.
If we giving all this up, like at what point? Like what point for y'all are y'all gonna put y'all foot down? At what point? At what point you're not gonna participate in this global, alliance? Like at what point? When is it
exactly? It's force fed to you, so it's like you can't avoid it.
Are y'all gonna read the headline and be like, I'll let that slide, I'm gonna let that slide, or do y'all have something in mind like, I'm not rocking with that? At what point?
Yeah, because one day if you ain't hip to it now, I don't see like the rebellion happening.
If you ain't already got something predisposed in your mind, like you're just gonna let everything slide. So at what point?
Man, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a really good question because the powers that be are trying to figure that out too. You know what I'm saying? That's why they keep, that. That saying you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. So now they like, okay, let's do this. Let's see what more freedom they're going to give away. Oh, they're gonna get. Let's see what more freedom they're gonna give away. So yeah. True. I mean, look at like that conversation with them niggas in China. Them niggas giving up their ass literally. You know what I'm saying for COVID.
No, I still can't believe that shit. I cannot believe that, dog. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, that's unacceptable. I don't even see how that contributes to the shit.
So if you would do that
in a better way,
if you would do that,
I don't know. You gonna swab your ass? That's questionable.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like that's how extreme. I felt like that was like the same thing. That was their version of the mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see how far we can go.
Yeah, exactly. And let me see who's gonna agree with that shit. Oh, now it's mandatory. We got 50%. That's what I mean. That's all it takes too. Once they get them little stupid ass numbers, they just force whatever they want.
And we as a population, all we are is numbers and statistics. So niggas gotta realize that shit. They don't see people, they see numbers and statistics. So it is what it is.
Point.
But that's a good question, though, Randall. Where is the line? Where do we draw the line? And the sad thing is, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
It gotta be some point. Because the government
the thing is, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't really me
dictating your life.
It's the society, the population. We don't know how far people are willing to give of their freedoms for convenience. You see what I'm saying? We really have no idea.
Because when I draw my line, that ain't got nothing to do with my countrymen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as a unit, if we decide this is where the line is drawn, that can actually make shit happen. So me by myself, I'm gonna look crazy doing it by myself. But if I
Nah, but it's still like-minded
Yeah,
people that feel that same way with that shit. So it's not gonna just be you.
nah, I don't care.
but that's
if
a minority though. That's a minority.
if people on the same page as me, yeah, that speak volumes. But if people looking at me crazy because it's not on the TMZ or
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
whatever.
that because it's gonna be people that already made that decision too. So yeah, you gonna get the looks, and then people even questioning like, if you're gonna let your kids get that shit because some people are already gonna be on the like ready to do that for their children. You know what I mean?
The kids already been in school, and kids is 0.000001 affected by it. Like it just don't make sense. It's like an obvious agenda when they rolled that shit out. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's making sense. But yeah, I feel like
y'all with kids. Y'all already your kids back in school or are they still at home?
Yep, school.
They're back
My
at
son
school.
is school.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. They're not talking about making them get a vaccine or nothing.
They want they.
Nah, I ain't heard nothing like that.
No, I've never heard no.
They slide in letters in their book bag to give them to their parents or whatever. Bring them back.
If the case was like the saying he can't come back and unless you have a vaccine, then nah, we need to reassess this whole school situation because I wasn't really feeling the whole school situation as far as like social
coming back so early.
Not how they like spread desks away and they can't talk, in between switching classes and stuff. That's like sound like some real like psychological warfare type, military.
They're not allowed to speak in between class shifts.
Yeah, they wasn't.
What the fuck?
First going in here.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
But that's what I mean. That's why I don't even like the power of the vaccine, just because there's so much control behind that. It's almost like the businesses are using that shit to control how they just let people in and experience their shit. Just like we were talking about the festivals, the concerts, the different sporting events.
But how do you make shit like this so accessible for 300 million people in a 6-month notice? Ultimate funding and stuff like that, but you can't eradicate hunger in this country. You can't eradicate not even AIDS. Like that's, I
just want to say that
we can say it's a stretch. We can say it's a stretch.
Or just disease.
It's like regular shit. Just like regular shit. Flint ain't got clean water. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, they ain't got clean water. But how can you focus that much money on shit like that, but you can't do pre-existing problems in this country? Like you just can't deal with the shit. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
I do feel you on that, and that's what I mean. That it should be a level playing field on that. Like how like the president has like the 4-year term. Like every year he should focus on one of those things, one of those aspects, like homelessness, fixing that. Then
people in Flint,
I know it don't happen like that.
Clean water, something that should be granted.
At least 5 years by now.
That's been like that was like 2016.
Clean water.
Yeah.
Y'all can package endless amount of vaccine.
Jaden Smith had the little water filter creation that he had sent out there.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah. And he had bottled water. Yeah, bottled water too.
Adrian, worst case you have to wear a mask. Best case you have to save people's lives. Vaccine, we get vaccinated for so much shit. Are you not going to vaccinate your children for anything? Anything like measles, chickenpox, stuff like that. Stuff that's been out.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's like years in the making. I'm not talking like a 6-month run. And keep in mind, this is all experimental. They presented this vaccine as experimental. They have no liability. So no, I'm sorry. Kids already had, a lot of vaccines from infancy to now. So nah, enough is enough.
And I just, it's just a whole push for the children. That's what's behind that shit.
When they're the most protected from it.
Yeah, like
yeah.
But even I just even think back to like when we were young, it wasn't even like a forceful thing to have that flu shot like that. They weren't even pushing it like that. Just I don't know, the evolution of medicine and whatever the fuck is behind it. I don't know. Just like because aren't kids supposed to be susceptible to like you know, just germs, disease, stuff like that.
Kids, they fucking dirty.
Yeah.
They fucking dirty.
Yeah.
That's
they
why
dirty
that's
asses.
interesting.
Let me tell you, these kids been all summer, all you know, they've been out in the neighborhood. Like if they would have caught it, they would have caught it. Shit, and they would have got better.
Nigga, in my neighborhood, them kids was outside playing the whole COVID. Them kids was outside playing COVID the whole time, all the time. My whole neighborhood. You know,
kids outside. That shit scared me because I don't see no kids out this joint. I don't see no kids around my way.
All the time. I got no problem with that shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
This shit is all, fear mongering and the news. Shame for real. But yeah, all right, we can get up out of here. It's the Fight Podcast. This is probably our longest.
Ready for this OT?
Our longest live show in a minute. Even though we started a little late, you know what I mean?
A little late. We went well though.
We had a little good reason to start.
Now
late.
What they call it? Fashionable deep though.
Yeah, we 6 deep. We had a good show. It's the Fireman Podcast. Make sure y'all hit our description at the bottom. Hit the link tree. We are going to have some giveaways hopefully in the near future. We already gave away some Adidas. We got some some new shit.
What y'all got? I need some free shit. What y'all
got? You're not eligible.
Damn.
Hit the link tree. Catch up with us. We got a bunch of playlists in our YouTube playlist. Also, like if you drag your cursor in this video right now, you can see the breakdown of the topics that we discuss. Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio. I'm trying to read this shit. Facebook. Please add us on Facebook. We ain't got nothing working on there. Facebook.
Yeah, we gotta follow up.
iTunes, all that shit. So yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do. Submit some topics that you want us to speak on. This is a community type thing. For sure. So yeah, go and hit them, Corey.
Oh, check out that merch too.